If you want to get ahead of 99% of writers with ChatGPT, the first thing you need to understand is this. The advantage is no longer in just asking for a draft. The real edge comes from how you guide the AI, how you structure your prompts, and how you make ChatGPT think before it writes. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 powerful techniques that can help you create stronger, more original, and more effective writing in 2026. And if you find this helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more practical AI tutorials just like this. Now, let's get into it. The first technique is called chain of thought prompting. Instead of asking ChatGPT to write a full article immediately, you want to make it reason through the approach first. This is important because when you ask for content too quickly, you often get generic advice, repeated phrases, and that obvious AI style that so many people are trying to avoid. So instead of saying, write me an article about remote work productivity, you should say something more strategic. For example, you could ask, topic, remote work productivity. Before writing, provide a 5-point reasoning path on how you will approach this to avoid cliches like wear pajamas or set a schedule. What this does is force the model to slow down, think through the angle, and show you its structure before it starts writing the final piece. That gives you a chance to correct the direction early, which saves time and improves quality. This is one of the simplest ways to move beyond average AI use and start using ChatGPT like a real writing assistant instead of a random content generator. The second technique is the flipped interaction pattern. Most people make the mistake of giving ChatGPT too little context and then wondering why the response feels flat or too broad. The flipped approach does the opposite. Instead of telling the AI to write right away, you make it interview you first. This helps extract your unique experience, your opinions, your examples, and the specific details that make your content stand out. A great prompt for this is to end your message with, do not write the article yet. Ask me 5 targeted questions to extract my unique perspective so the output doesn't sound generic. This is incredibly useful because it turns the process into a collaboration. ChatGPT stops guessing and starts collecting the raw material it actually needs to produce something better. If you are a blogger, copywriter, newsletter creator, or even a business owner writing content for your brand, this one change alone can dramatically improve the depth and originality of your writing. The third technique is style injection. This is where most writers lose the battle without even realizing it. By default, ChatGPT has a certain tone that can feel polished, but also vague, repetitive, and overly balanced. If you want to stand out, you need to teach it your voice. The easiest way to do that is through custom instructions. Go into personalization, then open custom instructions, and paste guidance that tells ChatGPT exactly how to mimic your writing style. For example, you can instruct it to analyze the prose style, sentence length variety, and vocabulary in the text above, then mimic this voice DNA for every draft moving forward. If you have your own blog posts, articles, emails, or even captions that already sound like you, use them as a reference. This lets ChatGPT reflect your personality instead of sounding like everyone else on the internet. And that is a huge advantage because readers can instantly tell when content feels authentic. When you combine these 3 methods, everything changes. First, you make ChatGPT think before it writes. Then you make it ask questions so it understands your perspective. Finally, you train it to match your writing voice. That means you are no longer relying on one-shot prompts and hoping for the best. Instead, you are building a system. And that system helps you write faster, think clearer, and create content that feels far more professional. This is the difference between someone casually using AI and someone actually getting ahead with AI. So if your goal is to write better articles, stronger scripts, smarter emails, or more persuasive content, start using ChatGPT this way today. Do not just ask for outputs. Guide the process. Shape the reasoning. Feed it your voice. That is how you separate yourself from the other 99%. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next AI tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.